Alright, Jason here from newtonswave.com, and in this short video I want to talk to you about sine waves and trading. Now, if you know a lot about science, maybe you know a little about science, I'm going to make this really easy for you, right? There's two things you need to know, and this is all you need to know, right, regarding trading. There's a candlestick pattern and there's a sine wave. In fact, it's an electromagnetic sine wave called Newton's wave. The candlestick pattern is just a shadow of this electromagnetic sine wave. Now, waves exist in the universe. You get brain waves, radio waves, sound waves, music waves, gamma rays. So it's nothing strange. Now, trading is a science, and if you want to trade with accuracy and reduce your losses and make lots of gains, then you need to use a bit of science. Now, if you're looking at the screen here, I've got an example of some sine waves. Now, this red wave, I'm shaking this little pattern about here, but this red kind of wave here, that's kind of got peaks and it's pointed, that's basically Newton's wave. You can see the candlestick price shadow here, and all these blue lines are other sine waves. So think of them like a constellation. Newton's wave is the main wave, that's the clock face, right? The blue waves, sine waves, are the clock hands and the minute hands and the second hands, depending what time frame you're in. That's it. And so all you have to do is make them align, then you get your entry point, job done. It really is as simple as that. Do you know what? I've been trading for years, and for the first 6 months it was a nightmare. You know, the blind leading the blind. I've bought DVDs, read books, watched a million YouTube videos. Do you know what? And it's just no one flipping talks about this stuff, right? But that's why 91% of people actually fail, right? That's why 91% of people lose money trading. The 9% actually make it and make a living and make the big bucks. They use the science. So I'm introducing you to something very special here. So just bear with it. I'm not going to, you know, blab on and on and on too much and bore you, right? But I'm just introducing you to a whole new universe here, right? So this is on the month time frame. So let me come down to the week time frame. So basically there's different time frames. You need, if you're researching whatever crypto or stock, you need to start in the macro time frames, a month, 2 months, stuff like that, because it gives you an aerial view. It gives you like a 50,000 foot view. I'm coming down to the week now. So basically when I come down time frames, I come down from a month to a week to a day to 12 hours to 6 hours to 1 hour to 15 minutes, and in some cases even down to 15 seconds if I really want to get that accuracy. But coming down here, as you can see, right, you've got, so what you can do with these sine waves, and just giving you a little introduction, I'm not going to go too deep into it, I'll do that in another video, but you can see you've got these things here, right? Now these are called cyclical lines. They're basically based on sine waves. But it's constant, like the laws of the universe, right? Trading is cyclical. What goes around comes around, and you can time it spot on to the second. So in the bottom here where it says 4 months, those are, I would suppose, are your second hands, right? The next ones up are your like minutes, and then you're getting into your hour hands. But interestingly, you'll notice that all these numbers are divisible by 3. So and basically you get 3 peaks down, 3 peaks up. That's it. So whether you're going from top to bottom, bottom to top, top to top, or bottom to bottom, everything's divisible by 3. And that's why you can see here you got 6 peaks at the top, you got a 3, you got a 6, you got a 12, you got a 24. It's all simple mathematics. So I'm going to come down to a day now. So if you're looking to trade, say, burger, right, what you have to do, you have to set your sine lines up in the different time frames like this. Then you number them. Right, now you can't do any of this though unless you've got your North Star, your compass. Newton's wave, the electromagnetic sine wave, is the big daddy. It's the mummy and daddy, right? And basically everything follows behind that. You know, like you see a duck waddling down the street and it's got all the little ducks behind it. All the sine waves are the ducks behind the big daddy, right? So you need to orientate how to set all the other sine waves up. You need to set the first big one up, which is Newton's wave here. So let me just give you a quick example, right? So while we're just on here, I'm going to open a new layout here. All right, can be anything. Here we go. Right, and so there's your candlestick price shadow that everyone trades, and you shouldn't, right? But let me just pick just randomly here. Let me just pick a crypto. All right, SHIB is quite popular at the moment, isn't it? So I'm going on to SHIB. All right, and so now let me get my trading view indicator Newton's wave up. There we go. So here we go. Here's Newton's wave. That is, and I'm going to put that on a day time frame just to make it nice and simple. There you go. So there you go. And what I just like to do is change the color of it and make it a bit fatter so we can see it clearly. There we go. So there's the candlestick pattern, which is the shadow, and here is Newton's wave, right? And if I just, what I can do on that Newton's wave, if I just put a little thing there you go, there's Newton's wave there. And so you can basically use these peaks here, like 1, 2, 3, you come in at the bottom, and then you'd ride that wave up there. Then you'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then you'd come in here. So you can actually use the peaks of Newton's wave to actually get your timing in. But if you want to get it even more accurate, then you would bring sine waves in. So let me give you an example here. So here's a sine wave. So what I would do, I would look for the bottom of the previous low, and then you can basically set the sine wave, the frequency up, basically to work with Newton's wave here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if we look here, let me give you a quick example. We've got a peak here, and we've got a peak here, right? So if I just move that, bring that down so you can see it a bit clearer. There we go. So looking at the peaks here, if I just make that a bit smaller so you can see that. Oh, I brought it down too much, sorry. Let me just bring that. Oh man, what's going on here? Let's just do that again. Sorry about that. And at least you can see it's live, can't you? All right, so here we go. So there we go. So let's just move that along. There we go. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's your 6 peaks there, look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So when you were doing this trade, so I'll just move that along to the left-hand side. So when you were actually making this trade, you'd actually come in here. And if I make that line red there we go. Then basically you'd just count the peaks of the sine waves to get your entry and exit points. So that would be, so you'd be all right there. So this would be coming down, mind, right? So you, if you're going short, if you're shorting it, then you'd count these peaks to get your entry and exit points. So you'd come in here where the white dot is, you'd count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you'd exit the short. Then to go long, you'd come in on number 5 here, which is here, and then you'd ride the price action right to the top here, which would be there, and then you can exit the trade there. So that's basically, look, just wanted to give you an introduction into how amazing sine waves are and how you can use them to trading to your advantage to time your entry and exit points spot on. Basically, most people, 91% of people, don't want to know this, and so they're always looking to someone else for the answer or to guide them or whatever. But look, if you just learn to use sine waves, which is really easy, and I've got other videos on it, then you'll just become a king at trading. And yeah, and that's it really. So listen, I love trading. I love helping people trade. I love helping people trying to make money, and enjoy trading. So listen, thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video. You take care, and I'll speak to you soon.